Good evening, good morning, and good day. And thank you so much for once again choosing to spend a little bit of your time with me. Today I want to talk about mental health, my mental health. I kind of need to talk about it because that's what I originally started this channel for a little bit of catharsis for myself and to try and track my progress as I hopefully get better. So for those of you who are completely new to my channel, and to be honest, for most people on my channel, you probably won't know unless you've gone all the way back and checked out my first two videos, but I've got some issues. I'm not called a very British drug addict for no reason. I refer to myself all the time as a recovering drug addict, even though I have now been clean for over 7 years. But I think it's important to never forget how easy it would be to slip back into terrible old ways. One of the worst things that my time as a user left me with was anorexia. It took me a long time to realise or accept that I had this as a condition. To be perfectly blunt, I didn't think that men could have anorexia. I'd never heard about a man with anorexia. It was never discussed, never brought up by anyone in the media, in magazines and on the news. You only ever heard them talking to and talking about women with anorexia and women suffering from anorexia. I think in the last few years, a lot of work has been done to bring awareness to people about just how dangerous and debilitating a disease it is, any eating disorder is. And even though the Health at Every Size movement would seek to erode years of progressive medical science and knowledge, I think the majority of people are going to stay aware, hopefully, of how dangerous these conditions are. Ginger beer, not alcohol today. So yeah, for a good 5 years or so, I did not accept that I had anorexia. I didn't realise it. I couldn't really think about it. When people called me skinny, I took that as a massive compliment. And after discussing with the doctor, and mainly with my girlfriend, to be honest, spending hours upon hours upon hours talking over with her, I came to the realisation that I had some serious sort of body dysphoria almost. I would look down at my chest and I would still see moobs, bitch tits, man titties, even though I actually had ribs protruding. I was emaciated, I was literally wasting away, and yet I would look down at myself and still see a fat piece of shit. There was something very wrong with my head, quite clearly. Along with my brother and his wife having their first child, me becoming an uncle. It's nowhere near as impressive as becoming a parent, but I still feel a certain sense of, I guess, secondhand pride and happiness and just everything for them. I love that kid. He's the best thing in the world. And upon him coming into existence in this world, I was filled with joy and at the same time filled with completely crippling suicidal depression. And I ended up working out the date that I was going to kill myself. And I reached an incredible low in my weight. I stopped eating. I started just not living life well. And I had this big breakdown, and I spent an afternoon and evening with my brother, just me and him talking, and with his son, his newborn son. And I couldn't even hold him above my head. I couldn't even carry him, a newborn son, less than 2 weeks old. I couldn't even hold him above my head for more than a minute. I felt pathetic. I felt awful. And my brother, he's a personal trainer, and then he decided to help me. And then he's always been trying to help me, but it required me to want to help myself. And I clicked. I needed to help myself now. And I talk about this in my first few videos. He worked out a new diet for me that basically involved high-fat meat and lots of dairy and lots of milk, just to really help me put on those calories and put on those pounds. Because I really struggle just eating and consuming large quantities of food. So if the food I'm going to eat needs to be as caloric as possible, basically. And then I decided to start this YouTube channel. I asked my mother for any photos she had of me over Christmas and the last year at the lowest of my weight, because I wanted photos to include in those videos. And she broke down, started crying, because quite simply she had avoided taking any photos of me for the last 6 months. There are no photos of me in existence from the months of sort of April to, or from October to April, because it just kind of broke my parents' hearts to look at these photos where they'd take them and then they'd look back at them and they'd see their son effectively dying in front of their eyes. and she told me this. And I get fucking fire just lit in my head. And I am still struggling every fucking day to eat it. It's still fucking impossible. But my God, I don't look at myself anymore and think I'm fat. I realise it. I get it now. And so I've been working out really hard. I finally started developing a healthy chest for the first time in my life. I've got pecs that I can flex and it feels so fucking incredible. I never thought putting on weight would feel good, and it literally feels the best, but I am still really struggling on certain days. For example, I have eaten 6 chocolate bourbons, little chocolate, from a big, from a pack of chocolate biscuits. I've eaten 6 of those, and a slice of gluten-free lasagna, a bit smaller than this bowl of crisps here. I am still really fucking struggling some days. And I'm going to try and eat these crisps. Told myself to eat them whilst recording this. Delicious crisp ASMR. Yeah. That's where I'm at. I am still really badly struggling with the whole suicidal feelings and stuff. That stuff's been bad. I was got bipolar or something, and I kind of lose control sometimes, and yeah. But that'll be subject for another video. But I'm not gonna kill myself. That's the whole point of this. I've been dating my workout videos and using the year date. That's been a really good way to motivate myself. Basically, it's like having this like deadline. It's made it easier, because then when I start getting really depressed and want to kill myself, it's like, but it's fine, Pete. It's all going to be, what's my name? Fine, Pete. It's all going to be over in this many months, and then I can get on with doing stuff like making these videos. But the more I do it, the less I think about doing it. So I'm not going to do it. It's going to be good. Don't know if I'll include this in the video. Probably not. Thank you for listening to me, guys. I just needed to ramble and rant a bit before doing anything else. I've got some other videos I want to make tonight, but I just needed a bit of catharsis or something along those lines, whatever. Really wish that was alcoholic. Peace.